Welcome to another edition of News You Can Use, kicking back the facts since 1984, brought to you by Twinkle Stars Enterprises. The day is Saturday, October 8, 2011, the American autumn, and we broadcast from the heart of global capitalism. Over there is Ground Zero, and over there is Wall Street. And in front of me is Liberty Plaza, home of the Occupy Wall Street movement, entrenched here since September 17th. Why don't we go and try and talk with one of these protesters? Hello there, sir.
Hello.
May I have a few words with you?
Yes.
What is your name, please?
My name is Thor, God of Thunder.
I see. What are you thundering about?
Well, capitalism has entered a stage of global crisis, whereby the rich have becoming richer and more powerful, and meanwhile, the poor are out of work, struggling on a day-to-day existence for their daily subsistence.
But don't you think the rich deserve their wealth? Aren't they the best and the brightest?
Well, to start, no. Essentially, most members of the ruling class have been bred into ruling class networks through the schools, universities, etc. they've gone to. But beyond that, what have they been doing over the last few years? Well, they've been taking things like subprime mortgages, packaging them up into securities, and selling them to banks around the world. The overall result of this has been an increase in global economic instability, which has been led to a global economic crisis.
I see. So what are your demands?
Well, we have many of them. One demand, for example, would be to nationalize the banks, turn them into public utilities, and challenge the power of finance capital to control our lives and to control the state. Another demand would be to dismantle the military-industrial complex, remove the global military empire of bases that the United States runs, and instead use those resources to invest in education, to make sure everybody has health care. One third demand I'll throw out there would be to nationalize the oil companies and reorganize them to invest in green energy rather than offshore drilling, for example.
I see. But why protest at Wall Street? Isn't America in decline? Isn't China the future of global capitalism? For example, Chinese banks account for 22% of global profit in the banking sector, whereas American banks only account for 15%. Why protest at Wall Street?
This may be true, but structurally, American banks have an international presence in a way Chinese banks don't, for various structural reasons. But beyond that, Wall Street still symbolizes the heart and soul of capitalism. To fight Wall Street means to fight world capitalism as a whole.
I see. Thank you very much, Thor, God of Thunder. So I guess these guys aren't just a bunch of lazy, selfish rabble-rousers with no clue. I guess they're here to create an alternative space for discussion, exchange of ideas, direct democracy. Perhaps we should listen to them. Perhaps we should join them. Until next time, news we won't abuse.